How to check if a key in kwargs exists? Python 3.2.3. There were some ideas listed here, which work on regular vars, but it seems kwargs play by different rules. So why doesn't this work, and how can I check to see if a key in kwargs exists? I also think this should work, but it doesn't. I'm guessing because kwargs is iterable? Do I have to iterate through it just to check if a particular key is there?
You want to get the value of error message. In this way, kwargs is just another dict. Your first example, if kwargs error message, means get the value associated with the key error message in kwargs, and then check its bool value. So if there's no such key, you'll get a key error. Your second example, if error message in kwargs column, means if kwargs contains the element named by error message, and unless error message is the name of a variable, you'll get a name error. I should mention that dictionaries also have a method.get which accepts a default parameter, itself defaulting to none, so that kwargs.getErrorMessage returns the value if that key exists and none otherwise. Similarly, kwargs.getErrorMessage 17 does what you might think it does. When you don't care about the difference between the key existing and having none as a value or the key not existing, this can be handy.
DSMs and TADX answers answer your question directly. In my scripts I often use the convenient dict.pop to deal with optional and additional arguments. Here's an example of a simple print wrapper. Then, as you can see, if prefix is not contained in kwargs, then the default, empty string, is being stored in the local prefix variable. If it is given, then its value is being used. This is generally a compact and readable recipe for writing wrappers for any kind of function. Always just pass through arguments you don't understand, and don't even know if they exist. If you always pass through args and kwargs, you make your code slower, and requires a bit more typing, but if interfaces of the called function, in this case print, changes, you don't need to change your code. This approach reduces development time while supporting all interface changes.
It is just this. You need to check if the key is in the dictionary. The syntax for that is some underscore key and some underscore dict, where some underscore key is something hashable, not necessarily a string. The ideas you have linked, these ideas, contained examples for checking if specific key existed in dictionaries returned by locals and globals. Your example is similar, because you are checking existence of specific key in kwargs dictionary, the dictionary containing keyword arguments.
One way is to add it by yourself. How? By merging kwargs with a bunch of defaults. This won't be appropriate on all occasions, for example, if the keys are not known to you in advance. However, if they are, here is a simple example. The defaults are set in the dictionary args, which includes all the keys we are expecting. We first check to see if there are any unexpected keys in kwargs. Then we update args with kwargs, which will overwrite any new values that the user has set. We don't need to test if a key exists. We now use args as our argument dictionary and have no further need of kwargs.